is the Pakistani dream too. Who are we kidding? So our mental state and disorder goes through this sort of a problem. Now, this is what we go through. You and I have been taught this, okay? I'll tell you why we've been taught this. Here you go. Islam has a lot of values, a lot of sets of behaviors, and a lot of rituals. We have rituals in Islam. Give me 2 rituals. Prayer and fasting, yeah, okay. What are 2 definite behaviors of Islam? Behaviors. Come on, behaviors. How am I supposed to behave? Okay. Akhlaq, yeah, mannerism, yes, okay, good manners. What else? Okay, and what kind of values do we have? Integrity, yes. Yeah, integrity. What else? Empathy. We have empathy. We have justice. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Yeah. Now tell me, what does that have to do with Islam? Mother Teresa had it really well. Jews do it. Awesome. They fast. They pray. What does that got to do with us versus the other identities? Where is the difference between a Muslim and a Jew here? Don't they fast? Don't they go for, prayers every day? Are they told not to be honest? No empathy in Christianity? Actually, they have way more empathy than Muslims. Christians have 1,000,000 times more empathy than Muslims. They took it straight from Isa ibn Maryam. We didn't take it from Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Shame on us. But go on. What's the difference between any Christian with these values, rituals, and behavior and us as Muslims? Well, they use the word God. So they have the purpose. They say, we're doing it for God. See, the problem is that we were given a recipe. We were not told how to use it and what for. And that's the problem. Only Muslim can solve for each other, us. And the Quran is yelling for it. The Seerah is actually explaining it like a physics numerical. Literally a numerical. Certain variables, certain constant, you have to mix them and then you're going to get a certain right side of the equation. If you do not get the right outputs, something's wrong with the way you're putting the inputs. That's literally what the definition of Seerah is. All the variables, all the constants. Okay? Now, these are the rituals. And then now, most of what Muslims are going through is what the world without Islam is going through. What atheists go through is moral relativism, postmodernistic begotten child, that this is right for you, but not right for me. This is why Muslim kids, and I was talking about that child from Sydney, this is what happened, and it happened to many, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of people, as most Pakistanis are going through, that this child, Hafiz the Quran, was raised under the, Auschwitz concentration camp sort of a Muslim household. Have to do this, have to do that, slapped around. Did the Hafiz course, is in a Islamic school, and then as soon as he had his 17th birthday, that's a good city to be adult in, Sydney. He's 17, you can do much more than what you can do in Melbourne. So what he does is, he moves right across the street to an 18-year-old woman, 18 than him, older than him, in a conjugal relationship, who has way more tattoos than that woman now, way more piercing than that woman now, and that's the end of the story. That's the normal and positive, very, not positive, normal reaction to this sort of a purposeless, ritual-full, behavior-enforced, values-announced parenting model. That's what's going to happen to my kids and your kids if we do not direct them. Now, the problem, look at this. This is where we are inside the session, okay? We have a great intent. We have some sort of a grayish sort of a identity definition. And all of a sudden, since we did not have the purpose, somebody told us, no, you don't need it. Actually, a lot of people told us. And now, We actually believe that since Tariq Jamil says that, Taqi Usmani says that, Mufti Menk says that, or whatever, and everybody, you know, in my madrasa or school said that. My mommy says that too. So everybody cannot be wrong. Since everybody cannot be wrong, so Islam does not really have an actual purpose. It is a very free religion. I can do whatever on this planet as long as I have certain values, certain principles, and my behavior shows for it. That is what you and me define. This is you and me. This is you and me. And then we have the guts to measure each other's Islam every single day. You cannot measure an Islam of everybody now. Anybody. Nobody can measure Islam of nobody. Hence, where's the justice? Well, Australia will do that for you. We are all law-abiding citizens. Really, laws? Where? Australians. Or where's the camera? Canadians or American. Most Pakistanis, most, not all, exceptions are there, but 99% are way better citizens than Australians. Way, way better actually. Most Pakistanis are way better Americans than Joe Biden himself. Well, most Americans are better than Joe Biden, but most Pakistanis are way better than your average American local. Most Pakistanis are awesome English people, way more law-abiding than anybody else. Actually, they teach law. You know that? You go to England, every Pakistani is going to teach you law. They're going to show you what the law is. And you know, most English people know. I was taught some law by the year, right? Some law. They teach you law. In Pakistan, you know what they do? They don't teach you law. But that's not what my point is. My point is, Pakistanis, as soon as they leave the Pakistan airspace, all of a sudden they become awesome, current definition Muslims. Let me just finish this point, I'll come to you. So everybody has that opportunity to practice that sort of Islam. And you know what? That's why in Pakistan, सबसे बड़ा जुमला पता क्या बोला जाता है? जान की उर्दू में बोल रहा हूँ, स्पेशली आंटियाँ बोलती हैं, अमेरिका में बेटा ज़्यादा इस्लाम है पाकिस्तान से भी. I'm like, yeah, of course. जाहिर है अमेरिका में ज़्यादा इस्लामी होना था. क्योंकि अमेरिका में इस्लाम की वो वाले स्कॉलर्स वो वाला वर्जन ऑफ इस्लाम नहीं सिखा रहे ना. वहाँ पे हमें ट्रेन आउट ऑफ इस्लाम जो नहीं किया जाता. जो वर्जन आपको पता है वो तो बेहतरीन अमेरिका में होना था. इंग्लैंड में ना इस्लाम देखना है तो इंग्लैंड आके देखो. कौन? पाकिस्तानी आंटी की आखिरी व्हाट्सएप ट्वीट से इक़्तिबास. मैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया में किसी से मिला नहीं हूँ. क्या पता ऑस्ट्रेलिया में भी ऐसे हो. तो बेटा इस्लाम देखना है, कैनबरा जाओ. आपने भी सुना होगा. I don't know, maybe I'm not going to judge you. But yes, that definition of Islam is way more in the West than anywhere else. There's a reason for it. And that's the problem I'm actually trying to make you solve for your kids. अपने जैसा मुसलमान नहीं बना देना अपने बच्चों को. There's a responsibility. My job is qulu qawlan sadida. Okay? Qulu qawlan sadida is your kids telling you, Mommy, don't beat behind the bush. Give it to me straight. I'm giving to you straight. Somebody else didn't. That's why you're going to see Muslim clerics sitting on this stool. Like this. They're going to start with Allah Azza wa Jal's name. They're going to open the Quran in front of you. And all they're going to do is rituals, behavior, values. Rituals? Yeah. Behaviors? Yes. Values. What's around this? It's called the fatwa. Okay, that's it. That's the entirety of my being here. Yes. Hence, no energy in a Muslim. Hence, Muslims cannot amount to anything in this planet. Never. With this philosophy, you cannot. Nobody has. You need a centripetal force for even morality to grow. Morality is an accumulative whole. I didn't say that. The psychologists say that. Morality of an individual is held on by the group. A single man in the jungle cannot be moral. He has to have a group regulating the morality of this guy, refreshing it, holding, grounding it, putting him accountable for any mistake. That's the natural order. If there is no punishment, there is no morality. It can't even grow inside me. And who's going to punish me? Of course, the system is going to punish you. Well, Australia does that. Yes, that's why morality in the West. That's why you say, yahan pe Islam zyada hai. That's it. Otherwise, Islam kahin pe bhi zyada kam nahi hai. Islam sirf aur sirf us waqt zyada hai jab Islam ka center mawjood hoga. Warna Islam zero hai. Insan zyada hai, Islam zero hai. So, what is the symptoms? Well, we know identity crisis is the system. We all know, everybody knows. Let's not kid around. I've been around the world plenty at certain ages which are really, really critical. For example, 10, for example, 15. I was not in Pakistan. So I was thinking, okay, most of the people have gone through this. So all of you guys have gone through this. You're first generation immigrants. What did you go through? You went through simple things like, how can you be a Christian and believe in all of these values without the Quran? And me and my people with the Quran don't believe in any of these values.